So when we find ourselves in Holy Week, the week between the Hosanna of Palm Sunday and the He is risen of Easter Sunday, we find ourselves in a power-packed week in the life of Jesus Christ. We see that He's going to have a meal with His disciples. And they shared lots of meals, but this one's different because He says, you have to eat my body, and my body given for you. My blood poured out for you, like the forgiveness of sins. And a meal like that could get a little awkward, and to make things even more weird, Jesus says, hey, I'm going to wash your feet. And He washes their feet because He came to serve, not to be served. And He set an example for His boys going, you got to do likewise. As I have loved you, love one another. So Jesus is given a meal where He is the meal, and He's washing feet in a way that's so incredibly beautiful, humble. And then He goes out praying. He's praying in the garden. He's praying so much stress because He knows what's coming for Him. Between the Hosanna and the He is risen, He's going to have to go to the cross. He's going to go on trial for us. He's going to be arrested for us, beat for us. Why for us? Because we've been guilty of sin. And we have cried out, Hosanna. And the word Hosanna means save us now. But before He can do that, He has to go to the cross for us. I remember reading these children's Bibles to my boys when they were young. And I remember one of my sons, when he's really young, and we get to the part of the Bible that shows the cross, and it shows Christ on the cross. And he said, no cross, Dada. No cross, Dada. He didn't want to look at the cross. We can't get to the He is risen. We can't even say Hosanna and mean it if we don't go through the cross. And Christ spread His arms out on the cross for us, and His hands were nailed in that position so that we would know that He died loving us. How much do you love us, Jesus? This much. But when we celebrate that He is risen, we recognize that Christ went to a borrowed tomb. And He didn't stay in it long. He checks out after 3 days. And that's when we celebrate He is risen. But in the midst of this Holy Week, let's not fast forward through the truth of why He did this. Why it was necessary for Christ to go to the cross. Why it would be even necessary for Him to be separated from the Father when He cries out, Father, why have you forsaken me? So this Holy Week, let's wrestle with those questions. Let's wrestle with the truths of who Christ is and how much He loves us, so that He can answer our cry for Hosanna, save us now, so that we could cry out in celebration because He has done this work. He is risen. God bless you and your family this Holy Week.